Welcome back to the channel, folks. So we're gonna head in here right into the wild rice, just at the edge of the wild rice. That's where we're gonna be fishing. We're gonna be using some jigs and some topwater lures and see if we can get some pike on the topwater, because it is a lot of fun, and maybe we're gonna catch a few decent ones that we can take home. All right, gonna go have some fun, drop in the line, do some casting, and hopefully catch some fish. So the topwater lure I'm going to use right now is that guy right there. We're going to try a frog. There we go. Oh no, couldn't set it on him. I'm going to try one more on this side. They're going to paddle out towards that point. We'll slap on a jig and we'll see if that works. Okay, so the jig I'm going to use is a midnight grub, and those of you who are returning viewers, you guys know that is my go-to jig for walleye and pike. So we're about maybe 100 feet off the line of the wild rice, where the wild rice stops, and we're into the weeds. The weeds are directly behind me, and we're in about maybe 5-6 feet of water. Okay, we're gonna move again here. Haven't had any strikes or anything here. There we go, first catch of the day. Little old snot rocket. Isn't that just the cutest little pike? Just the littlest guy ever. Get up here. Go tell your buddies we're looking for them. I could just feel this little tap. And it was tap tap, then I stopped, and then he bit down on the jig, and then he was abducted by aliens. And tell his buddies that he was abducted by aliens. But usually where there's a small pike, there's usually a bigger one. Okay, now we're on. Oh, he come off. Okay, I got a gut feeling I gotta throw on a popper here and throw it towards the shoreline. And I got a funny feeling that there should be some fish right in the shoreline here. Come on, fishing. There we go. So when I'm fishing these pike right by the shoreline, I try and reel them in a little bit more aggressively than I normally would. It's just because they're so close to the shoreline, and I don't want them getting tangled up in any brush and make them hard to retrieve. This one's a nice one. It's an eater. Perfect. Okay, we got one to take home. Okay, let's try a medium retrieve again. Huh. Okay, there you go. Hi! Just a little rocket. Little old snot rocket. Oh my gosh. Come back for it. Come on. It's still there. Someone just right close by here. Just a small pike. And that's what I was afraid of. That guy right there. come right off. That's a tip that I repaired. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this reel to my extra that I brought with me. Repair complete. Repair complete. Continue fishing. Oh, just missed one there. Come on, fishy. Come chase it. Come on. Come and get it. Good old fire tiger. Come on, fishy. Come and get the spoon now. Come on, fishy. There we go. You heard me. Good little pike. Good little rocket. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was close. All right, fishy, come on. Come on, fishy. Oh, right there. Nice one, too. That was a nice strike. Nice strike. Where's this guy? Get up here. Let's see. Is he a keeper? Might be a little too small yet to be keeping. Little too small to keep. So we're going to go ahead and send this guy back. Ouch. Got my finger, but it didn't. Hook caught my finger. Good thing it didn't get stuck. Just a small little tiny pike. Hope he came. Oh, good, he's off. Just the smallest little pike. He's the same size as the damn popper. Got the green popper on. We're going to see if the fish are going to like this. So the reason I like topwater fishing this time of year when the wild rice is up lying down on the water, it's the frogs. The frogs will move in here. This is their breeding ground, and the pike are smart enough to know that. And yeah, pike love to eat frogs. And the popper as well works really good, just as good as a frog, if not better, that I find for these pike. And a lot of these pike that are up in this area, they're not big monsters. They're not 30 or 35 inch pike. They're all a good 27, 25 sometimes. Just perfect eaters. Here there is some pretty decent sized pike in here, usually later in the fall that I found. Now I can't speak on what everybody else is catching in this particular area, but that's what I found. That the bigger pike come in here just before the fall, just when the water starts to get a little bit cooler. This time of year when the water's like nice and warm, when it's hot, the smaller pike and the eaters, 27s, 25s, they move in here to eat all the tasty frogs that are frogging around here. Okay, this is the first little fish we got here in a little while. Another little snat racket. Just the littlest guy. Head home and clean this fish. And fry it up. Check out this sunset. Just gorgeous the way it's beating off the water. That is pretty. I'm gonna head home, clean this fish up, put it in the fridge, and I'm gonna fry it up tomorrow. And yeah, pretty much another catch and cook, because yeah, quite a few of you have been asking me for more catch and cooks. All right folks, hopefully you guys enjoyed the footage so far. Not a whole bunch of fish were biting, but nonetheless it was a lot of fun catching those little snot rockets, and I was lucky enough to pull away with one to eat. The fish that I caught and brought home, it has been in the freezer for about 5 days. We had a wicked heat wave come through here and it was pretty intense, so yeah, I didn't get around to cooking my fish right away right when I got home. Now we'll get to taste a pike after sitting in the freezer for 5 days. Alright, so basically this recipe, super easy, super simple. All you need is some seasoning salt and butter, and that is about it. So basically what I did, I took the pieces of the fillet that don't have any bones or very little, I chopped them up, I gave it a rinse, I let it soak in some milk in the fridge for a good 30-35 minutes. After taking it out of the fridge, I put it back on a chopping board. I took off whatever bones were left lingering around. Then I got the frying pan nice and hot with some butter. I cooked it on medium heat, and then I brought the fish up to a nice goldy crispy look, and then I dumped in some ketchup, and now we got a fine little snack. Come on, Sean. And this is so easy to make, it's insane, and having ketchup on it makes it just much better. Now you don't get that really fishy taste when you soak it in milk for a good half an hour. And I don't know if having it in the freezer for that many days helped with the taste any, because normally when I catch a pike, when I'm going to eat it, it's usually right away. For the amount of ingredients that I used, this is really good. It's amazing. Very cheap. That seasoning sauce, you can pick it up for probably like $5 at your grocery store or wherever. Pretty cheap. Then you need some butter, and that's pretty much it. And you get nice tasting pike. And if you got kids at home, like just toddlers or whatever, if they're scared of fish bones, the way I just did it there is the way to go to make sure there's no bones. Another thing you can do is just take it, grind it up, and you can easily see and pick off the bones that are left behind. But in this case, I did a pretty darn good job at filleting it and taking my time to clean out whatever bones were there. Other than that, I did a pretty darn good job at cleaning and cooking this fish. Scale from 1 to 10 on how it tastes, I would give this a 9, definitely a 9. What I love about pike fishing is these fish are really aggressive, so much so like a brown trout, but I think a brown trout in the aggressiveness department, I think that brown trout takes the cake. And I hope you guys are enjoying my catch and cook videos. Quite a few of you have been requesting that I do more of them. And yeah, that's about going to do it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that notification bell so you get notified when I upload. And maybe give the video a share if you don't mind doing it. So I'm going to head back inside out of the wind. Got to finish up my little meal. So until the next episode, we will get you guys next time.